Kristen Gabrielson and Chris Nelson are engaged to be married. They both feel it is a miracle that not only brought them together, but actually saved their lives. You see, they formed a miraculous bond as the result of a matchmaker from heaven. In 1994, Megan Hickerson was a happy, vivacious 14-year-old. Known among her friends and family for her tremendous enthusiasm for life.
Every day was a delight with Megan because she always had us laughing. She was always in a good mood. She woke up sunny and stayed that way, and that was from the time that she was born.
She was the class clown and also the class president.
Megan also loved to play matchmaker.
Well, Megan liked everyone to be happy. When she saw people that she thought should be together, she would make it known.
I think Jamie really likes you, because I was talking to him last week.
Stephanie Palmer was one of the recipients of Megan's matchmaking plans. Through ongoing church activities, Megan brought Stephanie together with Jamie, the church's youth director.
She talked to Jamie and then did the high school thing where I would talk to her and then she'd go talk to Jamie and then come run back to me and tell me what he had said.
Megan's matchmaking paid off. Stephanie and Jamie were later married. But sadly, Megan would not be there to share in their happiness.
Hello?
Late in the evening on January 14, 1995,
Oh my God.
Connie and Jim Hickerson received horrifying news about their daughter. Megan had been involved in a tragic skiing accident. After driving for 6 hours, the Hickersons arrived at the University of Wisconsin Children's Hospital, where Megan was being kept alive on a life support system.
They basically told us that she was unconscious in grave condition, and I remember at the time asking one of the neurologists, I said, what are we looking at? And he said, in 24 hours it'll be over.
And my response was, you mean she will be better in 24 hours? And he said, no, it will most likely be over in 24 hours.
Megan had suffered massive head injuries. When Connie and Jim were finally permitted to see their daughter, she looked peacefully at rest. But Connie's instincts told her otherwise.
Deep in my heart, I knew. I was hopeful, but I knew that she would be gone. I turned to Jim and I said, we've just lost our baby.
Sadly, Connie's maternal instincts proved true. During Megan's final hours, doctors asked the Hickersons about the possibility of donating Megan's organs. Connie's reaction was negative, until she talked with Jim.
He said, Connie, think about if that was Megan lying there waiting for a heart or something that would save her life and the person in the next room could save her life. What would you do? What would you think? And I looked at him and I said, I guess I'd be praying somebody would make the decision to donate the organs. And at that point, we agreed.
The Hickersons were unaware at the time, but two people were hoping that someone would make a decision to donate organs. Kristen Gabrielson's life depended on finding a new set of lungs. Chris Nelson desperately needed a liver transplant. The emergency session of multiple transplant operations using Megan Hickerson's organs saved the lives of 4 people, including Kristen and Chris. Megan's parents' decision to donate her organs made it possible for others to live. But even in death, the matchmaker in Megan's spirit continued to flourish. A year after meeting in 1995 at an organ transplant symposium, the two recipients met again at a bowling fundraiser and began dating. There, a romance began to bloom.
I think it was comforting for both of us to talk to each other, and after a while we just kind of fell in love.
I think it was a sense of humor, it was the tone in his voice, his understanding of what I had gone through. Because anybody on the outside, so to speak, wouldn't really be able to relate to anything that I had gone through.
On January 16, 1998, the 3rd anniversary of their organ transplants, Chris and Kristen became engaged. Through an astounding series of events, the spirit of a young woman full of life continues to live on in a divinely inspired romance.
I would have to say it was a miracle, because there were so many things that I shouldn't have been able to make it through, and did. And the same went for Kristen too.
Even in this tragedy of her death, she did this ultimate match made in heaven kind of a thing, and she brought Kristen and I together.
Megan, the matchmaker she was, I think she's looking down from above and having a big ha-ha-ha about the whole thing, because I think she's the one who's really responsible.